orchestra was always a place growing up where I felt at home. As soon as I got there, sixth period every day with Mr. Ginch and my friends, it's like, all right, I'm home for the day, like my second home. It feels pretty awesome to get to share the home that was created for me with my students. Because if you don't have a home, if they come in here, it doesn't feel like some sort of home to them, then you're not going to have trust. You're not going to have the creativity. You're not going to have the openness that you need to make the ensemble work, to create music and to create it at a high level. So everybody has got to be able to come in here to some extent and feel like they're home, like it's their safe place. Like maybe there's a struggle going on for them the rest of the school year. They're stressed about Honors English 3 or AP Calculus, or somebody's giving them a hard time, but they can come in here and they've got friends that they can talk to, or they can talk to me about it, or they can just get away from it for a little bit and play the music and recenter themselves just a little bit. To have that at school is a powerful thing, because not everybody, I think, gets to experience that in their school day. And you find it a lot in the arts, where these kids come into our choir room, in our band room, in our orchestra room, and they have that sense of, I belong here, I'm home, I'm comfortable. I'm often telling the kids when I'm up at the podium working with them that it's not just about me telling them what to do, it's about them also deciding what we have to do. And if they might hear something that I don't hear, because I'm so busy listening for the rhythm in the cello section that I don't notice that the E flat's not working in the seconds, and they'll be like, Mrs. Veile, I think the E flat's a little out over here. And so then we'll talk about that and we'll adjust it. And so to have each other's backs like that, and to know how much everybody really cares and puts in the performance, I mean, that's a huge trust thing right there, to go in with your group on that, and to just go through that process over and over again throughout the course of the school year. My uncle Charlie's like super intelligent, very smart man, wonderful, kind, and he came to one of my orchestra concerts I was conducting a few years ago. He'd never really gotten to see me perform when I was younger or anything like that, and so it was really special that he was able to come in and see the concert. And I think a lot of people, strings seem like a higher art form, like it's adults, or it's like 3 or 4-year-old Suzuki kids that do it, and it's regular kids that do it too. You don't have to just start when you're 3. And to hear them, I think for him, get up on the stage and perform at that level, and then come up to me at the concert and said, I didn't know kids could do something like that. You know, he didn't understand that kids could take these string instruments and that they could play them at this high level in this way. And that's when that kind of hit home for me, that, you know, that he didn't know this, and that how many people don't know it. And it really gets me down when society is really down on this generation, and they're like, oh, kids today, they just sit around on their cell phones, they're lazy, they do this, they do that, and they don't see all the amazing things these kids do every day. And one of the things I like to highlight when the seniors are playing their very last concert, which ours will in May, is that these kids have done this for 8 years. That's almost half of their lifespan. And how many adults in the adult world could say that they did something for that long at that age? That's a lot of dedication and commitment and hard work and growth and effort. The senior bucket was inspired by my friend Lauren Lockwood, who I was in high school orchestra with. She played viola, I played cello. And the end of my senior year, before I went off to college, she gave me a bucket, and in the bucket was several different items she felt like I needed to have as a college student, like ramen noodles, bottle of water, pencils, like all that good stuff. And so the first year we did the orchestra banquet, which was many moons ago, I thought, you know, I'd really like to give something out to each of the grade levels, but it needs to be something symbolic, like your journey through orchestra or your completion of your journey in the case of the seniors. And I was like thinking, I thought of Lauren and her senior bucket, and what a wonderful gift that was. And I thought, I would really love to do that for my seniors. You know, take this with you when you go, so that you know that, that we all remember you and we're thinking about you, and that when you hit any kind of stumbling block or you need some help and you look at the items in the bucket, that's your reminder for you that you're not alone on your journey. Because I think a lot of times in life, people get out there and they get to doing the thing and they start to think that they're on their own, and you're never on your own. There's always people in your background that want to help you. My why that keeps me going every day is just, I feel like I have so many whys. It's just a deep love for the kids and the music and the process of creating and getting to experience that in here with them. I love meeting with everybody and creating music, and to get to experience that with them every day for my whole entire career, that's pretty exciting to get to do that. So I guess that's my big why, getting to create with other people, and those people just happen to be like high school students and fifth graders.